Hey, my name is Phil Wade, and my first time that I really had a serious encounter with God was when I technically disobeyed my parents and I lied to them about going to a female's house. And in that process, I lied to them twice before that. Now, for some reason, I figured out over the course of time that God deals with me in threes. I'm not sure what that's about. But what happened was I was not where I was supposed to be. I think I was 16 or 7, no, 17 years old. And I was trying to go see this girl. And in the process of that, I lied to my parents. And on the way home, I fell asleep. Like, I wasn't even sleepy, but I fell asleep somehow. And I totaled my dad's truck, almost went over the overpass on the highway. I ran into all those yellow things with sand in it on the highway. And when I woke up, I had a bruised chest, but that's it. And when I looked, I smelled oil. I looked in the car. I got out and I was like, what is going on? The airbag was already deployed in my face. And I was like, God, what's going on? I started praying. I was scared. I was frightened. This guy drove up and came beside me and said, hey, man, do you need help? And I was like, yeah, can you drive me to my parents' house? So I drove me to my parents' house. And it was just crazy. But then right after that, the same girl called me and said, hey, can you come back by? I was like a week later. And at this point, I literally, for the first time, heard God speak and say, if you go this time, you're going to get into another accident, but this time it's going to be detrimental. You're going to be living paralyzed for the rest of your life for disobeying. And I was like, what? I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and not even handle this situation by calling her or talking to her again. I left the girl alone. And I literally just gave my life to Jesus again because I rededicated myself at that point because I was like, man, I was doing too much. I was trying to be in my flesh and get my own thing going on by, being young, trying to have sex for the first time, trying to be, promiscuous and so forth, and really just realizing that God loved me so much that he was protecting me, let me know what was going to happen before it happened, because he had warned me before what was going to happen. He said, hey, don't go there, don't do this, don't do that. And I did it anyway. So the fact that he said it again, this time he gave me another warning, I was good. So honestly, that was my divine persuasion. And I'll never forget that day, I'll never forget that moment or that whole story. So I thank you, God, and I love you so much. Appreciate you.